What is up, guys? Welcome to another Fosterman stream. Got a Q&A for you guys. I'm making this one early because I am busy tonight. So keep me updated on what you guys are looking for, what sort of questions you have, all that good stuff, okay? Let me know if the sound is good. Let me know if everything is good and cushy. Obviously, I can go over whatever you guys need within the charts. Of course, gold hitting all-time highs, right? We did get that huge sell-off inside London, which was a bit annoying, to say the least. But we prevail. We prevail. So you can see over here where all the volume is coming in. So I'll show you guys over here. 112. Buyers stepping in right here. Probably more than likely bunch of sellers TPing and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, anywho, let's get into this. So again, any questions, hit them up, hit me up, okay? Obviously, as well, guys, I would appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed. That is going to be perfect. It helps push us out a little bit more and start getting some engagement inside the Discord community, which I think would be perfect, right? I think that's all, guys. That's what all you guys want, right? Is the Discord community engagement. So pretty much, I'm just setting up my charts on Addis inside of the Addis Mac version. Okay, so where my mouse is over here. Oh, you can't even see it. Well, anyway, it's the Addis Mac version, right? Which is really cool. I find it really cool. It is like some really decent software. So let's get into this anyway. I'm just pretty much going in and just going over a couple settings realistically. So, you know, now is the best time to ask any questions that you might have with order flow, because I am free for questions. So yeah, pretty much that's really it, right? So let me go over here. Let me go over here. Cluster settings. Let's turn off additional, and let me change these candles because I'm not really a fan of it. So let's find this. Right. So we can do body. We can do none, and we can just have those candles on, which I feel as if they are a lot better. Okay, the values we have on is going to be delta. Okay, you can see already that it's a little bit hard to see, so what I like to do is just change this to 2. Okay, and then you'll be able to see these sort of values a lot easier, in my opinion. Right, and let's see what we're dealing with here. So let's check out delta, map at delta. Okay, so you know, as I said before, we're going over just a couple settings and stuff like that. So if you guys have any questions, please ask them in the chat and I will get back to you ASAP. Let me know if the sound quality is good, the video quality is good. Let me know if everything's good. Look at all these bars at the highs. Tut. So what I'm going to do here is add my big trades. Okay, separated, and we will put this at 100. We'll change the cluster transparency to full. Change this down a little bit. Minimum size is going to be 10, and add the chart. Apply. And let me change these to eclipses because I find them just a little bit nicer, right? So you know, this is pretty much just, you could see where these big traders were at, right? So it's you know, pretty standard stuff. It's nothing too major. Over here we could turn off the big trades, so we could exit these out. Okay, and then we can go inside this chart. We'll go to the cluster settings. So pretty much I'm just going over some of these. I do like these just simply for the fact that you can highlight the imbalances. So I'm going to mess about with the settings really quick until I got something that I like. So you can see here, if I turn on like 1, every single imbalance will show up inside this chart. Right, so you'll see over here 1 imbalance, and another one, another one, another one. These will all show up, right? And you can actually change the imbalance volume. And another cool feature is you can hide ignore values. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Education giveaway, please. So yeah, we actually have a giveaway right now inside the Discord for the Fosterman's Pro membership. You can literally just go enter that for free. It's perfect, and that will give you everything that I'm teaching right now, everything that I'm kind of going over now. You'll be able to get for free if you win that giveaway. So that's really cool. But yeah, there's some really cool features inside here that I like. You know, turning off ignore values, I think, you know, I usually have them set to 3, so we're hitting these sell imbalances right now. Let's see what happens. You know, you could see, yeah, look at these sellers just stepping in. Let's see if we get some momentum on this. Let's see if we can get some momentum on this. Okay, I'm going to change these settings over here. Cluster settings. Look at that there. Just smash right through all the sellers. Some absorption there at the lows. Okay, so I'm going to actually change this to a profile. Okay, and then I'm going to keep the mask proportions. I'm going to change this to be mapped by delta, and then whoops, then go over here and change this to delta. So let's try to find it. There we go. Pretty much just looking like that. You can see here, just leave the contrast down to 0. Okay, so this chart is showing us the bid and the ask. Okay, and then it's also showing us the imbalances, right, which is perfect. And then it is also showing us the delta profile, which is perfect, perfect. Okay. And we just hit this wall sellers, so let's see what's happening around here. A bunch of buyers at these highs. Okay. Right, so everything's kind of looking clean now. We got the delta profile with the volume profile down here. And you see, if you just zoom in, you can see like the delta profile and the volume profile. Pretty much just everything that's going on inside there, which is really nice. Really cool stuff. So that's cool. Okay, and then we go over here. And let me go into the settings really quick. And we can go to the regular trading hours. RTH. So RTH POC, RTH value very high, RTH value very low. Okie dokie. Right, that's looking a little bit better. So yeah, we're looks like those sellers are defending, right? There's just a big, huge sell. Oh, whoops. Big, huge sell block right around here. So let's see what happens from around here. CBD just falling off a cliff right now. Let's see. So again, guys, any questions? If you want to enter the giveaway, we're giving away 1.2 million in funding for all you guys. So you can literally just join inside the Discord. You can see up there if you go to the Apex, that's what we're giving away. But if you join the Discord, you can get inside that giveaway. Okay, we had 3 winners last time for $300,000 each. So beautiful giveaway, and yeah, so you can get into that, which is really cool. Okay, let me go down here and let me turn off these borders. So where are we? Oh, clusters. So let's turn this off. Okay, we're starting to look a little bit cleaner, I think. Okay, look, we have these buys right around here, so let's see what's going to happen. Realistically, these sellers should defend if they want to continue up. So what we can do as well over here is go to here and turn on content, could be none, and we go to additional profiles, and the content can also be none because I'm not really interested in that. And then what we want to do is border will be yellow. Okay, and then what we can do is go back up here. Maximum level border for the volume. Yeah, I think that's good like that. Serves them sellers sort of defending. We just had a buy, big buyer right here. So let's get this guy out of his position. Start shooting down. But yeah, those sellers pretty much held there. So let's see. So that's looking a lot cleaner. Setting, poster. So let me see what else here. Okay, I think that's looking a little bit better. What do you guys think? But just ask any questions and I will be sure to answer. We're about to hit this big sell wall right around here. So let's see what happens around here. We do have some big buyers or big sellers around there as well, but nothing major, right? So let's see what we're dealing with. Alright, so we just hit that. Squeeze them out. It's gonna pop up. Alright, just fill those sound balances. Let's see, let's see. Ooh. We should pop. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay. So for all you guys wondering, this is Addus. This is the platform that I mainly use. This is the main platform that I use. So let's see what we're dealing with here. If you guys have any questions at all, send them in to the chat. Let's try to get this ball rolling. Let's try to get this ball rolling, guys. So, what we're thinking is what will this entail? What are we going to entail right now? Okay, so we hit those sell orders. It looks like buyers just did not want to step in there. This is the last time buyers really should be stepping in, right? You had a bunch of buying orders sitting here. Look at that pop right down. Those sellers those buyers are getting squeezed. So what we can do is turn this on to auto supply. Cluster settings. Jeez, those buyers did not stand a chance. Look at that. So we go into here and then we go cluster settings. We'll type none. Look at that, we hit the buying balances right down there. No big trade stepping in yet. No big trade stepping in yet. What we can do is turn off bar timer over here and move bar timer over here. And then what we can do is just go like this, white. Right, there's put that there. Oof. Here. Closer settings. What I like to do is Try to get this looking good. Try to get it looking good. You guys already know. Ask any questions. Over here. Yikes. Footprint. What we're looking to do is go over here. Just yellow. See, another thing I like about Addis is that it will show you if you've got like a double POC with like the same amount of orders. So like if you're just over here, for example, this is a double POC. So here it's just 10, 10 and 10. You got 8, and then over here you can see here 2 and then 4 for the buyers. But like I said before, if you have any questions, ask them in the chat. Anything order flow related is perfect. If you want me to go and analyze anything else right now, I'm looking at gold. Gold has been super crazy at the moment. Look at this. The maximum levels definitely all buyers, right? Yeah. So here's the thing about these ranges as well. This is another cool feature I like about Addis, right? Is that over here there's 4,000 contracts traded, right? And look at this, 6 negative delta, right? And you look at over here, we had 144 positive delta, right? And then look at this, we end up coming over here, you know, getting that rotation down. We still had some negative delta, still some negative delta, and then we started to get the positive coming in. That was 43524, 43524. So 43. Right around here. Hi, how do you set up the bottom buy and sell numbers in the 5 rows? What is it called? So, okay, over here, this bottom one, this is called cluster statistics, right? And you know, I've got it set up to where it shows delta, session delta. No, I don't. I was going to say I have it set up to delta and volume, volume a second, and then trade count. Okay, so this will show you like the percentage of who's winning, right? So between the volume, so you can see here 16%, 12% sellers, right? And then you had over here 32% of all this volume is buyers. You know, some really nice stuff. So you can pretty much just go in here and then edit these, but they've got a nice amount of options, right? So they got like show bid, show ask, you know, delta change, right? You also got the height, so if you're trading like different types of candles, they're also useful. You got the time, so let's say you're trading you know, tick charts or range charts or anything, you could put on the time, which is really nice. So yeah, that there is called Cluster Statistics, and it's a really useful tool, that's for sure. And also what you can do is, instead, if you don't want that, you can use candle statistics. So let's go candle. So instead of the cluster, you can add this to the chart, right? And you can change the background if you don't like that, which is not my personal favorite either. So I just go like this, and then you could turn on like trade count, the volume. So let's just say, for example, volume like that. You got the delta, which you could just leave on like that. Trade count, which you should also, I like changing this to white. And yeah, that's pretty decent, right? So that's just like above the candle. So you can see here 141 minus 21, and then 135 trades, you know, within there. So you can just have like a nice quick rundown if you don't want something like this, like taking up you know, chart space. But yeah, so that's also another cool tool. It's going to be the candle stats. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate it. No problem. No problem. If you have any more questions, keep them coming, because it helps out other people. So I could always just refer them to this live, to where I showed you, and that's perfect. You know, it's perfect that way. But yeah, so if I just go back over here and just kind of looking at that, just right around here, which was this, and you can see here, look at this, just clear absorption, like crazy clear absorption. Settings, clusters, and go to turn this to yellow again. Yeah, that was literally a perfect setup, right? For that buy. So you had that range point of control, which was around over here, which was really nice. You had 144 buyers willing to step in because they stepped in prior. Sellers trying to sell, they were getting absorbed. You had a bunch of selling imbalances. We ended up coming back up, retesting those buying imbalances plus the POC. Perfect scenario for a buy. You know, what did you have in there? Like, you know, per contract, you had $20 in drawdown, 2 ticks in drawdown for, you know, let's say you're targeting that next imbalance for $730, 73 ticks in upside there, just off that little scalp. Really nice scalp. And obviously just going break even once you hit that. You know, so realistically, you could have still been in this break even trade. Would have been up 730 plus, you know, 1 contract spare, which is really nice. Really clean stuff. But yeah, for all you guys tuning in, this chart that I've got on the right side, so this big huge chart that I have is just the delta profile, and this shows me where buyers and sellers are on each price point. So you can see over here, if I just hover my cursor, you'll see here at 43542 we had, if I just zoom in really quick, I can show you, we had -1, so we had -1 delta coming in here, right? And you get the point. I'm not going to go through all these, but you know, you can pretty much see. And if I just go over here, I can actually just go over this one really quick. We had 13 positive delta right here at this level, you know, and look at that. As soon as we came back up into this area, right, this sort of area around here, all these buyers are more than likely closed. Well, we could actually, you know, pretty much figure that one out right now. But yeah, all those buyers ended up closing and then pushing price down. You see here, we're just, you know, CBD is just going sideways, which is just brutal. Brutal. Let me go in here. So if I just go over here, you can actually see that you can get a lot of tools within ADIS. So if I could add this to my chart really quick, show you guys. So smoothing, you just change that to none. You can add depth of market, add that to chart. Right, and then if I go into heat map and I change this to the standard upper cutoff, okay, this will show you the heat map. If I just zoom in, you'll see this is the heat map, which is really cool stuff. It's not my favorite though to use like the depth of market and stuff like that, because they're just you know, I like watching like what's actually happening inside the market, so I could see like, okay, there's actually buyers and sellers stepping in, whereas that's just like a, you know, a hearsay sort of thing with the depth of market, right? It's just, you know, I could put an order in the book right now saying I'm going to buy 1,000 contracts, and then I could remove it. That is spoofing, by the way, so don't be spoofing, but you know, that's just the terms of it, right? So I don't really like this. You know, it's not my favorite. On QQ in 2 months I made 770%. Wow. And by compounding the initial, that makes sense. Somehow I don't get to that momentum again. I can share my screenshot if you want. Can you give some advice? Yeah, share it inside the Discord. And then sure, after this live I could probably give you some better advice. But let me know like what you're, you know, what sort of like way are you trading? Are you trading with order flow? I would assume so. You know, most of the traders that I know that are bringing in, you know, heavies amount of money and percentages, they're using order flow. So I would assume that. So what sort of way are you trading with order flow, right? What's your sort of what's your approach? Are you getting in on momentum trades? Are you taking the contrarian approach? But that's very impressive. That's very impressive. So yeah, definitely share your screenshot inside the Discord and I will get back to you, because that would be really cool. But yes, this platform I'm using is ADIS. So yeah, this is ADIS, and you can get the free start plan. So if you just look up at the very top, if I just put my mouse over here, you'll see right over here you get the free start plan by using the link in the description, and you get the free start plan. And then obviously you can start trading like your prop firms and stuff from here. It looks like we're just blasting down right now. So let's see what we're dealing with. You know, those buyers right there were, you know, ready to defend, right? So that was over here. These buyers were actually this range support and control right over here as well. From this profile, just this range, right? This like previous balance sort of area. Looks like we might be breaking this, so let's just see what was going on down here. And then also let's go over here. So we do know buyers do like buying around here anyway. But let's watch let's watch what's going on with this range POC. Okay, so we just tapped that, so let's see what's going on right now. Absorption like crazy. Sorry, do you want me to share over here? Yeah, share it over into the Discord, into our community, and then I could text you back over there. That would be perfect. But yeah, so share the screenshot over in the Discord. But you can go over like just some of the things that you usually trade around, right? So are you trading with like order flow? You can share that here. Yeah, look at that for absorption. That was just as clear as day, right? So yeah, let me know. Because that is pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, look at these sellers just pounding in right here. That was the last chance to really sell. It's literally right there. So far from there, we got. Looks like we're gonna go right down this range POC. How to participate on this giveaway. So right now we're giving away $1.2 million in funding. So a crazy amount of funding for you guys. And then on top of that, we're also giving away Fosterman's Pro, which we're giving away a membership for that as well. So you can end up just learning how I'm pretty much looking at the charts and stuff like that. So, which is really cool, right? So like literally 2 minutes ago, we were saying about this range POC. And it was just beautiful, right? This was just a beautiful retap of here, clear absorption, as clear as day, really. You can see right over here we had a bunch of buying imbalances, a bunch of buyers stepping in. You know, the volume POC was actually those buyers as well, and they had nada. So that was a perfect sell, and then obviously, you know, targeting right around here. But for the giveaway, you can just join the Discord. If you go join the Discord, go scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see giveaway, and you'll be able to get inside there, which is perfect, right? So being able to join inside the Discord, and then it means that on Monday, so we're on Friday now, so on Monday we will be doing the giveaway live in front of all you guys. And then another cool thing is that if someone ends up winning twice, then what happens is we re-roll, so you will always, so there'll never be the same two winners, right? And with Fosterman's Pro, that's even better, right? So we're only giving away one Fosterman's Pro membership, and we're giving away 1.2 million in funding. So that's how you get it. You go to the Discord channel, you scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and then you can win yourself some funding, right? Which is perfect, because if you guys think about that, right, 10% on that 300,000 is going to be a lot of money, put it that way. But you know, that's 30 grand, 30,000. How does it have an activation fee? Fosterman's does not have an activation fee, nothing. The giveaway though, you will have to activate the giveaway. So what happened is we give away the free eval, which is, I think it's $600 for the eval alone. So $600 we're giving 4 of them away. So that's $2,400 worth of evaluations pretty much. So what'll happen is once you win, you will then have a full month to trade it, see what it's like. If you pass, then perfect. Then you're on to the funded stage. It means you're funded, and then you can start working your way up to get that payout. So that's just perfect, right? Is getting those sort of payouts. So that's what we're about, and that's with Apex, right? So if you just look up here, you can see the Fostermans. You can also use code Fostermans and get a nice discount on Apex. But yeah, so that's the accounts we're giving away, is those Apex $300,000 accounts. Looks like we're kind of hovering around here for a bit. Huge sell trades. That's nice. Yeah, it is nice. That is nice. Most of you guys will be able to get those accounts. There's we've got 3 tiers. So we've got the bronze, silver, and gold giveaways. Every single person will be able to enter. Every single person, you'll always be able to enter the giveaway. And then after that giveaway, okay, so even if you don't win this giveaway, we actually have a bigger giveaway planned. I'm not gonna tell you guys too much. I'm not gonna give away too much, but we have a huge giveaway planned for the next giveaway. Look at that there. That's crazy. Oof. Okay, look, I could remove this now. That was really quick. That's what's happening over here. Slicing right through. We could just be retesting here and then still going down. You know, if you're looking in to get partials in, you get a partial in right here at that level, and then you can also get another partial in right around here, which is really cool. So let's see, we could actually get like a perfect scenario like this one right here, where we, you know, break out, retest, boom. Break out, retest, boom. But yes, it's not the trades, there's a lot of trades happening right now. Okay, we just tapped that POC. Okay. So let's see what's happening over here. We're about to hit this big massive sell wall, right? We have a bunch of sellers over here, and then there's obviously this big trade seller, which was huge, man. 106 cells. So let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, look at that. We literally just tapped that POC. Let's see. Look at that, guys. These things are like magic. They're magic. So easily could have entered a partial here and a partial here. You know, average entry around here. It looks like we're off to the races again. Right, just testing those sell imbalances. Let's see what happens around here. This is huge movement. But yeah, like what, like, you know, this was crazy, right? The exact same sort of scenario. We got negative 41. Let me change this. So right here, negative 72, negative 75. This is where we were at. Just have that POC, so let's see. And that was negative 32. A lot of volume coming in at these lows though, which is kind of scary, right? Ugh. So if you answered the giveaway, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you guys entered that giveaway, which is super cool. Yeah, look at that, guys. Bunch of volume building up at these lows. Quick scalp down to here, like, you know, what are you looking at? 360 per contract. I can't enter. It says I'm not allowed. Maybe it's just because I joined the Discord. Right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So if you joined through the that's weird. Let me try to figure this out really quick. So you should be able to join if you went through our WAP page, right? So if you went through fostermans.com, you will get the role automatically, right? So each giveaway is set up with different roles. But if you post a message inside the free chat, I will be able to give you that role. So if you post a message inside the free chat, just you can say whatever, and then I'll get you entered. But yeah, so if you you join through the website, it just means that you'll get the role automatically. So if you just join the Discord, you won't get the role. So we have different roles. So we have the bronze, silver, and gold role. You'll be able to join them as long as you join through the WAP page. And then obviously if you post in like analysis and stuff like that, like if you're being like a valued member of the community, you'll be able to get points, right? And that's another cool thing, because we're trying to build out our community for a bunch of like-minded traders. So there's Nick. So we got, let me see right over here. Let me get you sorted, Nick. Okay, so you should be able to join that giveaway now. So I will, in the general chat, I'll post in the giveaway anyway, guys. So I'll just copy message link, and I'll post that inside the free members area. So there you go. So you should be able to enter. Anyone that just wants to enter in, there you go. That's all you have to do is just post a message inside. If you join through the Discord, that's what you'll have to do. You'll have to just message me inside the Discord and I'll give you the role. But if you join through our WAP page, which is also free, it doesn't matter. Which another cool perk about joining through the WAP page is that you'll be able to get inside the Discord where we have the Notion journal, which is also really cool, right? So that's another really cool perk. Is you can get like a free trading journal, and that's on the WAP page. There is a couple more things on our WAP, which is like the free spin and win wheel. So you'll be able to win like the Fosterman's Pro membership, Fosterman's Essential. You could win a bunch of other cool things like AirPods, PS5s, T-shirts. There's a bunch. There's so many cool things that we offer. I think honestly, I think we offer a little bit too much. But yeah, you know, they're just all the cool perks. But let me get back into this because I feel like I'm missing. Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. I knew it. My instincts kicked in there. So if I just delete this, right? Let me go over here and delete this. So we had this POC right down here. Look at that. You know, it came back over. Yeah, you were able to take like a quick scalp right back down. Then you look at this, right? We had 79 positive delta. You know, got into here really quick. Take a quick scalp up. You know, that's the power of these sort of levels. It's just a scalp, like boom, boom, boom. But yeah, so for the giveaway, that's all you guys have to do is just, you know, post in. Let me know if you all got entered in. And then obviously if you haven't got entered in, you could always just message me and I will be able to help you guys out. So you could just open up a DM, you could open up a ticket, or you could just post inside the free chat, which is also cool. But yeah, like I said before, you know, we do a bunch of giveaways. The next giveaway is going to be huge. This giveaway is huge. If you watch, I'm pretty sure it's still on the YouTube channel anyway, which was our last giveaway, and we had 3 winners. This giveaway will have 5 winners, so there's 5 chances to win for all the levels, right? So if you're gold, silver, bronze, you can win a bunch of times. So that's really cool as well. But yeah, like I said before, you know, you can stack up those points. So if you go to the Discord channel and you just go over to our, what is it called again? It is called Spin and Win, right? So you can go in there and do the spin and win. That would be really cool because you can, you know, it's like every single day. So it's not just, we do a giveaway every single day with the spin and win. So you can spin every single day and then hopefully win. That's inside the WAP. That's really cool. And then obviously the other features that we have is going to be like the buy with the XP, right? So for all you guys that are like posting inside the Discord and, you know, sending in a bunch of messages, you'll be able to get like some funding with that. You can buy Fosterman's Pro with that, just by being a good, valued member of the community, right? And I feel like it's a really cool thing as well when other people have like sort of questions and then I answer them, and then, you know, let's say someone else has the exact same question, well, I can always direct them to your message, which is just super cool, right? Hi, I tried to share the screenshot and join the group. First time using it. Where do I share if you could help like last time? So inside the Discord, once you join, you'll see a bunch of different categories to go inside, but one of them is going to be called the free members area, and you could just post inside the free chat. So once you go inside the free chat, you send in your screenshot there, and I could help. And obviously there's other cool things, right? So depending on your trading, you could also go to the free trading floor. We don't have too many trading floors inside for free, but we do have the free chat anyway, so you can just post inside there and then I will get back to you ASAP with that screenshot. So that's really cool. That's really cool. But yeah, so you just go inside the free members area, the free members area category, then right below that you'll see free chat, and you just post inside the free chat, and there you go. And then also sending in your analysis is also really cool as well. Like I said before, you know, just getting as many members in as possible that share their analysis. I think that's really cool, right? I'm sure most of you guys can agree. Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? That's just bonkers, right? Like, what do we have here? We have, you know, 9 ticks in drawdown for so far 80 ticks in upside minimum. You know, let me pull this though. Let me see what we're dealing with around here. Bunch of buying bounces right around here. See, that was like, you know, if you didn't get in on that first top, which was right around here, if you didn't get on that first top, then you could have easily, you know, pulled just that range. Let me pull one more time. You could easily just pulled this range, got inside here. So you had one opportunity here with, what do we have in drawdown? Maximum 14 ticks in drawdown. So far we're over 100 ticks in upside, and then right over here we had 10 ticks in drawdown maximum, and then so far 86 ticks to the upside. So yeah, two opportunities, right? Easily could have partialed in both of these. And mainly we're just looking at the volume profile, looking at the maximums, seeing the delta, right? So there's 79 positive delta within here. We're looking at the contracts, so you can see there are 2,000 total cons. Over here we had 3,000. You know, so the higher the contracts, better the delta sort of area. And then obviously just monitoring these imbalances, looking at the point of control, looking at the way CBD shifting, right? And you had a bunch of sellers step in right over here, just no real movement from there, right? This last time, this point over here, if I just go over here and pull this rectangle, right? If I pull this like this, you'll see this is the area where a bunch of sellers were really, really active. So coming back into here, seeing what's going to happen. Are these sellers going to still be active around here? Or are we going to get buyers stepping in? You know, there's a couple things that could happen right around here. Sellers, are they going to be active? Are they going to still step in? Are they going to, you know, stay out of the market? Are buyers going to step in here? Are buyers going to stay out of the market? You know, these are the sort of things that I would be looking for inside these areas, right? Right around here. So we did have a bit of absorption happening here as well, right? So that was like, you know, the dead giveaway. So there's a lot of confluence at those levels, not these levels down here, which is really cool. So let me go over here. So that's actually really cool. So for all you guys just wondering, this is gold that we're trading. And of course, guys, you already know, like and subscribe. It goes a very long way in growing our community. That is what we're looking for, is to grow the community into a bunch of like-minded traders so we can all share our analysis and grow together, right? That is, I think, the coolest aspect of trading. And that is the main reason I started all this. You know, the aspect of like growing a nice strong community. And of course, right, like, you know, I've got the Course Pro and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. That's Fosterman's Pro. But, you know, my main thing is just growing a really cool community where we can all, like I say, post in, learn from each other. Maybe I spot something that you don't see. Maybe you spot something I don't see, right? It just can go a long way. You know, we all have different trade ideas, and look at this here. So, yeah. Let me make sure this is negative 47, right? So let's see if we can test back up here, and then you see this full range. So we can actually remove this one now. I'm sure most of you guys already seen that. Was just beautiful. just shared the screenshots. Okay, I'll definitely take a look at them. But yeah, you know, inside the Discord, go over sort of your approach. You know, do you trade order flow? Do you look at only one market? You know, just all the normal stuff, really. And let's hear it, because that is some cool stuff, man. That's some really cool stuff. But we're approaching the 1 hour mark. We're actually on 1 hour and 3 minutes so far for this live. Okay, we just have that POC. Yeah, so Educator UK, definitely go over what you were doing during that time. What you were kind of trading. Did you switch anything? Any sort of tweaks? What session you were trading? All sorts of just really cool details. And then we can start, you know, looking at whether you can replicate that again. Okay. Seeing what the market conditions were like around there. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but there is this cup called the World Trading Cup, right? And the best trader in the world ever had an 11,000% return. So 11,000%, and it was because of a certain market condition. Okay, so the market conditions were very, very favorable around that time. So I do know around that sort of time, you know, there could be different stuff. Let me check this really quick. This is 19.6. Let's see what you can get from here. 55. So you're looking at least a 2-3 to 1. Some of the past trades were, you know, they were at least 5, 6, 7 to 1. Sellers just got popped back up straight away. Let me turn on bar timer over here at the chart. Tap that POC, super close. Yeah, and you know, there's that zone I draw before. Remember, I was telling you guys, right around here, there was a bunch of sellers willing to sell. We already knew that. And what might happen around here is the zone was sellers might step back in, and that's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. So this is the big trades indicator that I personally use. And I could just go in here really quick and show you guys my settings. So these are separated trades. This is very, very similar, okay, to imbalances, right? So if I just go over here, I'll show you guys really quick. This is very, very similar to imbalances, right? It's just a little bit different, okay? This is the imbalances I'm very keen on trading, and the same with these sort of big trades, right? They're just another tool, right? It's not like we're looking at completely different things. This is it's like a magnifying glass or this or that. We can it's all the same information, just displayed in a little bit of a different way, okay? And the display of this information is, in my opinion, a lot easier for most of you guys to easily see, right? It's just as clear as anything that there's a bunch of sellers around here, and that's what we got, right? You can see here that where there was a bunch of sellers, they got absorbed, buyers started to step in, and then we started to head up. We tested all those sellers still wanting to step in. So yeah, again, some really cool stuff. If I just zoom out here, scroll down, okay, you can see here, look at all these bubbles, okay? Very, very, a different way, I would say. Look at this, bunch of buyers stepping in. Kind of flat with CBD looking like CBD's upticking, which is nice. So let's see if we can approach this area again, at least till these sellers right here. Let me zoom in really quick so you can see here 24 negative delta. So that is also really cool. Pretty nice stuff, pretty nice stuff. So again, guys, liking and subscribing is going to be perfect. It's definitely going to help us out big time. Really goes a long way. That is for sure. But I've been live for over 1 hour if we just recap some of these trades that we were looking at. Okay, which might be a little bit tough to look at if I go back over here. Right. We had this nice sell around here. Okay, we ended up coming back down. Where did we come back down to? This POC. Came down to this POC. We had a nice buy here. Had another nice buy here. Came over here. We haven't had if I just go over here, you'll see that if I pull this profile, oh whoops, I always do that. Okay, so we didn't quite hit this. We came right down to the low of this sort of area, tapped this, and it was a psychological number as well, which usually they give pretty decent reactions. But the main thing here was looking at all these sellers, which was perfect, right? So we had a bunch of sellers over here, and that was that little sell scalp, which, if you're looking at that, what is that? 13 ticks for 90 ticks, and then where do we target? Simple target right down here. And this is like really not the nicest movement, but that's pretty much just a quick recap of what we were looking at inside this live. So again, guys, I will more than likely see you guys on Monday, but I will try to stay active inside the Discord. I am a very, very busy man. I've got a lot to do today, so I'm going to try to get back to all of you within that time. But of course, I might be more active on maybe Saturday or Sunday, and then back to normal on Monday, where we have that giveaway. So like I said before, 1.2 million giveaway for Fostermans. You can enter that. Fingers crossed, one of you guys will definitely win. We've got 5 different winners, so we will have 5 different winners. So that'll be fun. But it's getting a little bit past the time I should be going live. Okay, I should have been live. I should have been off this live about half an hour ago, 1 hour ago. So I will see you guys in the next